What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am here to do my Ring of Honor's Bound by Honor Nashville 2020 predictions. Now, Bound by Honor Nashville happens this Friday, live and exclusively on Honor Club from the Nashville Municipal Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this card for Bound by Honor in Nashville is stacked from top to bottom. We have 8 fantastic matches with 2 titles on the line, so I'm very excited to do my Bound by Honor predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Bound by Honor Nashville after our last Ring of Honor event, which was Ring of Honor's free enterprise from Baltimore, Maryland, we went 7-3. So our overall record coming in is 344, 132, and 3. So we're coming in hot. We are once again back on a winning streak, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hope in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 1 pay-per-view winning streak. Hope in this video we make it 2. Hopefully. Now this is the first video in a combined 5 video day on the channel today and this week, guys. So I hope you guys be able to watch all of these videos. Always show your support on the channel as always by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked to go in if you're a huge fan of Ring of Honor like myself, and you're ready for this Bound by Honor event from Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is 2. Woo-woo! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, or if there's any last-minute changes, I'll have them in the comment section down below. But I'm going to do the 8 big matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is a women's one-on-one showdown. On one side, looking to get another big win in 2020, she is the talented Nicole Savoy. And her opponent is representing the Allure. She will be accompanied by the exotic goddess Bandito. She is a multiple-time women's champion. She is Angelina Love. Now, this matchup is definitely important because if you do not know, if you've been living under a rock, there will be a tournament on April 24th from the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia for the vacated Ring of Honor Women's Championship. So, with 16 women fighting for this one title, both these women are looking to be added to that field and looking to win that Ring of Honor Women's title. So, coming from me in this one-on-one women's showdown, I will say this, I can see Nicole Savoy making a deep run in that tournament. I can really see her making a deep run, but in this matchup, I got to go with the experience, and the experience goes with Angelina Love. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Angelina Love to defeat Nicole Savoy by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a one-on-one first ever meeting on one side. He is a multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, a former TNA Tag Team Champion, a former X Division Champion. He is Alex Shelley. And his opponent is 1/3 of the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions, 1/3 of Mexi Squad. He is Ray Horace. Now, both guys are coming off tough losses at Free Enterprise in Baltimore. Shelley losing to Mark Haskins and Ray Horace losing to Brody King. So both guys are looking to rebound and bounce back in this first ever meeting. So coming from me in this one-on-one first ever meeting between these two, this matchup could definitely be a match of the night candidate for sure. It could be a possible banger as well. But coming from me, I'm going to go with Alex Shelley to rebound and bounce back from his loss to Mark Haskins and defeat Ray Horace by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a fatal 4-way tag team showdown on one side. First, they are Ring of Honor's put-together tag team of that singing idiot, the prestigious Joe Hendry, and his partner, the former Ring of Honor World Champion. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is the Party Peacock, Dalton Castle. Next, they are both representing consisting of Hot Sauce Tracy Williams and the man who will be challenging for the Ring of Honor World title at Gateway to Honor in a triple threat match. He is Overkill, Mark Haskins. Next, you have the team of the Darewolf PJ Black and his student, Brian Johnson. And finally, you have representing the Righteous. They are the team of the Horror King Vincent and Bateman. Now, this matchup was definitely changed. If you have not heard, if you've been living under a rock, the team of Bandito and Flamita were supposed to be in this matchup, but with the injury to Flamita's, at Free Enterprise tearing his meniscus, this team had to be taken out. Bandito was put into another match, and PJ Black and Brian Johnson were the substitutes for this matchup from Bandito and Flamita. But again, it seems like that six-man tag team title seems like a curse. I mean, TK breaks his leg when he was six-man tag team champion, and now Flamita tore his meniscus at Free Enterprise against the Briscoe. So really, the six-man tag team title seems really much cursed. So coming from me in this very important Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showdown, this one's tricky because multiple man matches are always hard to predict. You got a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance you're going to get it right. And this matchup is big because whoever wins could be right in line for a shot at the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. So coming from me, I'm going to go with an upset. I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with the team of the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, and the Party Peacock Dalton Castle to defeat the team of Haskins and Hot Sauce, PJ Black and Brian Johnson, and the Righteous by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a triple threat match on one side. First, he is the other half of the reigning Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions. He is Bandito. Next, he made his debut at Free Enterprise. He is the man who says business is booming. He is Slex. And finally, you have the leader of Villain Enterprises and the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the former Ring of Honor Television Champion, and the #1 contender for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! He is the one true villain, Marty Scurll. Now, this matchup was originally supposed to be Slex versus Marty Scurll, but with the injury to Flamita and Bandito being not in that Fatal 4-Way Tag Team matchup, Bandito was put into this matchup, and now this matchup is going to be 10 times better, because this definitely could be a banger. And it's once again the rivalry between Bandito and Marty Scurll. And Slex is looking to get his first win in Ring of Honor in 2020 after a very good showing against Flip Gordon at Free Enterprise. So coming from me in this banger of a triple threat match, oh man, this one's tough because I love Bandito, I love Marty Scurll, and I'm very impressed with Slex. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the Booker of Ring of Honor, and that's the one true villain, Marty Scurll, to get a big win here, going into his shot at the NWA World title at the Crockett Cup against Nick Mild Aldis, and defeat Slex and Bandito by any means in a banger. And now the next matchup. It is a huge tag team showdown on one side. You have the team that has a future Ring of Honor World Tag Team title shot in their pocket. They are the Haas team of Dan Moff and the Hawaiian Juggernaut himself, Jeff Cobb. And their opponents are the former and unprecedented 11-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the best tag team in Ring of Honor, and they have been there since day one, folks. And if you know their music, you'll know who I'm talking about. It's time to reach for the sky, boy. They are Mark J. the Briscoes. Now, this matchup just screams banger when you see it on paper. And this matchup is definitely going to be big. Now, starting off with the team of Dan Moff and Jeff Cobb, this is a big matchup. They are just coming off winning a future Ring of Honor World Tag Team title shot at Free Enterprise, with Dan Moff pinning Jay Lethal. So, Dan Moff and Jeff Cobb have a golden opportunity. Whenever they get that shot, they will have a shot at the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. But the big question coming into this matchup is Jeff Cobb. Now, if you did not see AEW Dynamite last week on TNT, Jeff Cobb made his AEW debut against Jon Moxley. So there's been rumors going around that these are the last few shows for Jeff Cobb before he signs with AEW. And for me, if this is the final days of Jeff Cobb in Ring of Honor, I just say thank God, because they did nothing with Jeff Cobb when he was there. One TV title reign. That's it. 2 unsuccessful world title opportunities. If AEW picks up Jeff Cobb, it's big. And it's a big loss for Ring of Honor if they lose him. But really, they did it to themselves. So really, the big question is, Jeff Cobb, is he staying in Ring of Honor, or he's going to move up to the big leagues and sign with All Elite Wrestling? But this matchup is definitely big. There is how you have the Briscoes looking to continue their road back to the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, and a victory over the team that beat the Tag Team Champions in Baltimore at Free Enterprise will definitely get them one step closer to once again being the Tag Team Champs for the unprecedented 12th time. So coming from me in this banger of a Tag Team Showdown, oh man, I do not see the Briscoes picking up Dan Moff or Jeff Cobb for that Doomsday device. So it's going to come down to a Jay Driller or a Froggy Bow. So coming from me, as much as I love Jeff Cobb and Dan Moff, I'm going to go with my boys, the Briscoes, to get it done here and defeat the team of Dan Moff and Jeff Cobb by any means in an absolute banger. And now the next matchup. It is a tag team grudge match on one side. First, they are representing La Facción Ingobernables and consisting of the former 2-time Ring of Honor television champion Kenny King with Amy Rose and his partner, the leader of La Facción Ingobernables. He is the former Ring of Honor world champion. He is El Toro Blanco Rouge. And their opponents are both representing Villain Enterprises, consisting of the SoCal Monster Brody King and the mercenary Flip Gordon. Now, this has been an ongoing rivalry in 2020 between La Facción Ingobernables and Villain Enterprises, and it definitely took a very interesting turn at Free Enterprise in that battle royal to see who would get a future Ring of Honor world title shot when Flip Gordon, who was disguised as Dragon Lee, threw out Kenny King to win that matchup, and now Flip Gordon has a shot at the Ring of Honor world title in the future, which is very interesting because it'd be Villain Enterprises versus a Villain Enterprises member. But this matchup is definitely big for Rouge and Kenny King. They're looking to get back on track, and a victory over Villain Enterprises would definitely get them back there. And with Rouge having a shot at the Ring of Honor world title in that triple threat match at Gateway to Honor in St. Charles, on Saturday, this matchup is definitely big when it comes to momentum. So coming from me in this tag team grudge matchup between La Facción Ingobernables and Villain Enterprises, Rouge needs momentum into that triple threat match in St. Charles. So coming from me, I'm going to go with the team of Kenny King and El Toro Blanco Rouge to defeat the team of Brody King and Flip Gordon by any means. And now the next matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are looking to become the next Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, and they are quite possibly the hottest team in Ring of Honor right now because they're coming in undefeated. They are the team of Josh the Goods Woods and his partner, the former 2-time Ring of Honor World Television Champion, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is professional wrestling's last real man, Silas Young, and they are 2 guys, 1 tag. And 2 guys, 1 tag are challenging the 56th and reigning and defending Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, consisting of the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham, and his partner, the former and the longest reigning 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion, the 3rd Grand Slam winner in Ring of Honor's history, and he is indeed the franchise. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. is Jay Lethal. Now, starting off with 2 guys, 1 tag, they have absolutely earned this opportunity, a chance to be the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions for the first time ever, and they're coming in the hottest team in Ring of Honor. You talk about a team that was put together on an accident and has turned into almost a blessing in disguise, because Silas Young was always been known as the last real man of professional wrestling, and the fact that he's teaming with this young guy who's won a Top Prospects tournament, who is a very damn good wrestler, and you see they're very polar opposites. Like Josh Woods is like the kid, Silas Young is like the teacher, and the fact that they have worked this good together since they have been a tag team. They haven't lost a tag team match in Ring of Honor since they became a team, and a chance to make some history, and they can definitely get it done. There is idea of the team of Lethal Octopus looking to continue the reign of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, and they're looking to continue the winning ways at Bound by Honor for Tag Team Champs. So here's a dangerous fact. The Ring of Honor Tag Team titles have only been defended once at Bound by Honor. The last time they were defended was all the way back in 2018, when the Briscoes defended and retained their tag team titles against the Motor City Machine Guns, and the Gresham and Lethal are looking to become only the second team to retain their titles here at Bound by Honor. And I'll still continue to say it. I am a huge fan of this team, especially Jay Lethal becoming a heel. He's just been oozing that confidence, and Jonathan Gresham has finally let off the chains of what he was doing as a babyface, now being a heel, and he is looking better than ever. So coming from me in this huge matchup for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, oh man, this one's tough because I love Silas Young. Josh Woods is okay for me, but I'm a much bigger fan of Gresham and Lethal. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with Lethal Octopus to retain the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles by any means and defeat 2 guys, 1 tag. And now, the main event. It is for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is representing La Facción Ingobernables, and he is the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he is the reigning Ring of Honor TV Champion, looking to become only the second man in Ring of Honor's history to hold both the Ring of Honor World title and the television title at the same time. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee is challenging the 32nd and reigning and defending and the oldest Ring of Honor World Champion in history. He is representing Villain Enterprises, and he is the perfectly created one. He is PCO. Now, this matchup is going to be definitely a match. It could be a match of the night candidate because it's almost a mismatch. It's almost David versus Goliath. Now, starting off with Dragon Lee first, this is a huge opportunity, a chance to make Ring of Honor history and become only the second man to hold both the Ring of Honor TV title and the Ring of Honor World Championship at the same time. The first being Jay Lethal. Now, the big question coming in for me is Dragon Lee at 100%? We all saw that matchup with Hiromu Takahashi at New Beginning in Osaka a couple weeks ago. If you have not checked out that match, go check it out because it was crazy. And the fact that he took so much punishment from Hiromu and he dished a lot out to Hiromu himself. Dragon Lee, we don't know what kind of condition he's going to be in. We don't know if he's going to be at 100%. And even at a less than 100% Dragon Lee, he is still a dangerous one. And being part of La Facción Ingobernables with his brother Rouge and Kenny King, definitely the chances of those guys coming out are very high. There is idea of PCO looking to continue his reign as the Ring of Honor World Champion, and he's looking to shut down another challenger because he's got a lot of other challengers waiting in the wings. He's got a triple threat match in St. Charles on Saturday against PCO and Mark Haskins. He's going to be defending the Ring of Honor World title at the 18th anniversary show against the man who he doesn't pin in that triple threat match at Gateway to Honor. And then he'll defend. Hopefully he will be defending the Ring of Honor World title at Supercard of Honor against the NWA World Champion Nick Aldis. So PCO's Monster Mania could be running wild, or it could get stopped right here and now. So coming from me in this huge main event match for the Ring of Honor World title, I guarantee you Dragon Lee will not pick up PCO for that Desducador finisher. There's just no chance in hell he's going to be able to hit that finisher on PCO. And I don't see a lot of people beating PCO in 2020. And he's only lost one match in 2020, and that was to Matt Taven last year. And he's just not looked back since. So coming from me, I'm going to go with the perfectly created one, PCO, to retain the Ring of Honor World title by any means and defeat Dragon Lee in a banger. And those are my Bound by Honor Nashville 2020 predictions. Now I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you have winning all these matchups? Who do you see walking out as the Ring of Honor World Champion between Dragon Lee and PCO? Who do you have winning the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles between Two Guys, One Tag and Lethal Octopus? And let me know, who do you think will be a frontrunner to win the Ring of Honor Women's title on April 24th? And as always, represent your favorite wrestlers in Ring of Honor. As always, show your support. And as always, let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment. Like it, and of course reply right back to me, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends, of course super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you guys later today for my Ring of Honor's Gateway to Honor St. Charles 2020 predictions. PCO, Haskins, Roosh. Later days, guys, and peace.